As I left San Juan Guchicovi, I was treated to an indigenous parade. Half the population of the town speaks Ayuk, also known as Mixe, part of the Mixe-Zoque family of languages.
Por favor, jefe.
Okay.
¿Cuántos años tiene?
Casi 70.
70 años. Ok,
69.
69.
Hasta abril. So he wanted to stop me, and he took my picture. He wanted my name, which I wrote down for him, and he wanted my age. And then he was happy. I don't understand what the deal is. I did insert a relive video here of my course for this day, which ended in Plan de Arroyo and the hospitality from Ricardo Bonilla. After San Juan Guchicovi, I had left the mountains of Oaxaca for the flatter country of Veracruz. It was also more populated, with less opportunity for camping. As evening approached, I needed to find accommodations. When I pulled over to the side of the road to send a text, a man named Ricardo, with 9/11 emergency on his sleeves, started asking me questions, such as did I need any help. I said yes, I didn't think I could make it to Chinantla, where there was a hotel, and that I could use a place to stay. Well, he got on his phone and arranged for a room about an hour down the road in the small town of Plan de Arroyo. I said goodbye to my friend Ricardo Bonilla, who provided the basic room for me last night. Ricardo told me the story of Plan de Arroyo. His father was one of the founders of the Pueblo in 1970. He also told me that he had been deported from the U.S. 11 times, one time taken by airplane, bound hand and foot, and given just a small bottle of water to try and drink with his hands tied. I was even able to charge my electronics, and now I'm back on the road. My goal is Nueva Esperanza, which is a little over 80 kilometers. Breakfast is ready, but I'm on my way. I've had a couple of pieces of bread and some coffee, so I think I'm good to go. Chinantla. And there's an old borracho over there saying something to me. Anyway, this is Chinantla. It was actually nearly 12 miles from Plan de Arroyo. And it would have taken me just pedaling alone an hour and 15 minutes. It would be a stretch if I were to try to make it last night. So it's been dirt road like this, mud, potholes, since shortly after Chinantla. I'll get it right one of these days. Now I gotta negotiate some potholes here. So water stop in the village of something, I forget the name of it. Quite a bit of activity going on around here. I think I have about 10 miles to go to make it to Nueva Esperanza. A mighty thin canoe. I would be averse to going in that. It looks like it's like a native made. It's my Hotel Básico in Nueva Esperanza, which actually looks like a pretty big town. The way out to the street. Trying to get organized for day 11. And I don't think I could make it to Raudales Malpaso today. Well, here goes nothing, day 11, commencing from the Hotel Frutas. And I don't know what these fruits are, but I tried to take a little bite of it, and they're actually very tasty. So I've eaten about a dozen of them. If they're poisonous, I guess that's the end. Not looking forward to camping. My mattress is kind of blown out through the seams. It still holds air, but when the seams blow, it kind of becomes a big balloon. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, I broke my chain again, and these nice people are helping me, drive me down the road. I'm not sure how far they're going to help me, but they live right around here. I told them I need to make it to Raudales, Malpaso, where it's a big enough town where they can help me, whether it be a mechanical or a talier. I'm not sure. That was where I was supposed to turn left. So the nice man in the truck took me to this man who's mechanical. I'm just hoping he can help me. So I'm gonna sleep in my hammock here at Felipe's place. Hola, ¿cómo te llamas?
Contéstale, Meli. Contéstale, Meli. ¿Cómo te llamas? Dile que te llamas Meli.
So I'm just relaxing a little bit here. Felipe has quite a brood of kids here. I think what I'm going to try to do is make the bike into a single speed because parts were falling off of the derailleur. So I hope that he can make it into a single speed, and I'll just ride it until I can find a bike shop. They can put it all back together again because parts were falling off. We spent about half an hour before a kid found it in the dark, with flashlights. So it's been kind of a disaster. The chain is broken twice. Anyway, we're going to figure it out in the morning. Although Philippe has to go work in the fields, so I'm not sure. Tomorrow's Monday. So we'll see what happens. Early the next morning, Felipe made my chain into a single speed and I was back in business. After about 20 miles of relatively flat terrain in only a couple of sparsely populated villages, I had 2 big climbs of about 1,500 feet each. At the top of one of the climbs, I met Ramos and Evelio from the village of Primitivo Air Valencia, where I had my bike repaired by Felipe. Look what I found on this seldom traveled road. Well, that's a waterfall. I dropped steeply into Raudales, Malpaso, with my brakes screaming the whole way, and I found a hotel, Hotel Palmyra, which was easily the worst lodging experience of my entire trip. The hotel clerk didn't know the password for Wi-Fi, and I wasn't able to find out until mid-morning of the next day. And he didn't even give me a towel. I asked him for a towel. He said they didn't have a towel.